Hello. I would like to introduce my application for calculate and design cutting tools. In this application you can design milling cutters for produce cylindrical gears, spline shafts and Archimedes worm wheels. In this video I'll describe how you can calculate and draw cutters for making Archimedes worm wheels. The program database contains the recommended parameters of Archimedes worms, worm wheels and worm gears with a module from 1 to 20 mm. By clicking on the worm list button you will see a pop-up window where you can select the worm size you are interested in or delete it from database. You can also add your own worm size to the database by clicking on the Add button. In the Hob Type section, you can select the desired type by switching the selection buttons. On the right, you will see a short description and a sketch of the selected hob. In the Hob section you can see parameters of hob for the selected module. Initially, all dimensions are calculated and depend on the parameters of the original worm and worm wheel. You can correct the automatically calculated hob parameters for those that are necessary for your particular case and then save them in the database. In this case, instead of the calculated parameters, in the future, the parameters you saved for the selected module will be used. For the same module there can be several different parameters of the hob. In this case, the hob list button will be visible. After clicking on this button a pop-up window will appear, where the user can select the required milling cutter or delete the mistakenly entered one. The user can add a new milling cutter by pressing the Add button or change the dimensions of an existing milling cutter and press the Save button. In the section Additional Source Data you can enter the fields for entering the data of the main drawing description, which you can fill manually or select from previously entered and saved. When you click the Help button, a new window with Context Help will appear, where you will learn more about how to use the application. After you fill fields of main drawing description as shown in the picture, then you can proceed calculation and preparation of drawing by clicking on the Prepare Drawing button. A pre-prepared drawing of A3 format is executed without scale. The calculated values of the parameters of the milling cutter along the entered initial data will be shown in the drawing. In the application added a simple graphical editor, one of the properties of which is binding of calculation data and elements of the drawing. With this mechanism of operation, it becomes possible to add other types of calculations and drawings to the program relatively easily and quickly. The application implements the following technology of interaction between the programmer and the design engineer. First, the designer, in the graphical editor of the application, executes the drawing, then saves the drawing file and sends it to the programmer. Using formulas for calculating the product, the programmer adds the appropriate code to the program and associates the results with the drawing received from the designer. For more information on how to use the graphical editor, click the Help button. You can print a drawing on the printer by clicking the Print button. You can also save the drawing in the image format by clicking the Save button and specify a name for the file. Since all technical requirements cannot be placed on the A3 format, additional technical requirements are attached to the drawing of the milling cutter, which can be seen and printed on the Tech Requirements tab.